The manager right in front of me, as he was taking my order, said to an employee walking through the front doors, "Damn, girl, you looking fine AF this afternoon." The employee that he complimented decided to greet him as well by doing a very low squat and slowly coming up with her butt puckered out. So that was fun to watch and have to document in a mystery shop report. So let me start from the beginning. For those of you who remember and know, I asked y'all a few days to help me pick out a movie to go see during a mystery shop at a movie theater, and y'all helped me pick out Bob Marley, One Love. Fabulous movie, little bit of a tearjerker, and the mystery shop started off really good. I walked up to the box office, I told them the ticket and the showtime that I wanted. The customer service was nice, friendly, informative. You know, you get the picture. I walk through the doors to go get a snack, and I see two employees. I see a manager and one regular employee. As the manager is taking my order for a medium popcorn and a drink, another employee walks through the double doors, I guess to start her shift. And the manager looks at this employee and says, "Damn, girl, you looking fine AF this afternoon." And said employee was so delighted and flattered, she decided to do a very low squat and come up very slowly with her butt puckered out towards him. I'm like, fabulous, fabulous. So he's talking to this employee as he's like getting my popcorn ready. He gives me my popcorn and my drink, and I'm supposed to ask ask for butter. I said, "Can I have some butter on this?" And he looked at me, he's like, "It's over there." And I'm like, "Oh, no worries." And I knew it was there, but I still had to ask. So I go over to the condiment station to evaluate it. It's disgusting. Like, it looks like year-old butter is on the counter. The little flavor shakers are all over the place and knocked over and stuff coming out. Straws are everywhere. Wrappers are everywhere. Napkins are everywhere. It was gross. You get the picture. So I wave, an employee back down. The same manager comes over to that station and says, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Yes, sir. It is so gross over here. I don't want to put my popcorn bag down because it's going to soak up whatever this is." And he was just like, he rolled his eyes at me, and he was just like, "Just hold the bag under the spout." And I'm like, "Sorry, genius. I didn't think about that." I'm like, "Okay, no worries. Thank you. I didn't think about that." Another strike. I was trying to give him the opportunity to clean it up so I wouldn't mark him. Even though I'm supposed to mark him for it not being clean, I was trying, and I always try to give someone the benefit of the doubt whenever I can. And he already messed up with harassing his employee. Sexual harassment is a thing. And vice versa. So I take my snacks into my theater room. I'm actually greeted outside the door because there was an employee that just finished cleaning in there. It was immaculate inside there. I put my snacks down and I run back down to go check the bathrooms. The bathrooms for the women were absolutely horrifying. And I do not know, and it's not my business to know, how much business they did that day, but when I went in around 2:00, there was no one there. Like, in my theater room, there was only 3 people, me and an older couple. Okay, so I do not know how the bathrooms got so disgusting over a slow day that I would think. Again, I don't have their records of what they did prior to me showing up, but whatever. There were, I had to count the stalls. Out of 7 stalls, 4 of them were disgusting. And I'll let you take your imagination where you want it to go. You get the point. It looked like water at the sinks, like a kid just was like splashing water all over the place. It looked like a freaking water park. It was disgusting. I had to walk on my tiptoes very lightly because I was worried about falling on the tile floor. You get the picture. So now that I have the pictures of all that and all the information to document, I go back into the theater and I sit. While I'm sitting through the movie, and this was supposed to happen, an employee is supposed to come in and just check and make sure everything is going okay and nothing else has happened. No one has snuck in. You get the idea. And he showed up 3 times, which was appropriate. Then, as the credits are rolling, and they're supposed to wait until the credits are done and everyone is out before they start cleaning, the second the movie was over and the credits literally started 2 seconds, there were already employees in there, like, rushing people out and cleaning. That's not acceptable. Like, they even asked the older couple that was a few lanes down from me to get up. I was quite in shock. And I overheard them say, we have another group coming in, a large group coming in. And I was like, oh my God. So I wanted to make sure I heard them clearly. And as I'm walking down, I'm like, did you just say a large group's coming in and that's why you need us to get out? And the young guy was like, yeah, our manager told us to hurry up and clean this area because we've got, a bunch of people coming in, in about 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, no worries, totally unacceptable. And not that kid's fault, the manager's fault. I just couldn't believe it. And then on my way out, I saw the manager with his hand on the small of that girl's back, rubbing it in the middle of the lobby. Like, they were talking. I could not hear their conversation, but he was rubbing the small of her back in circles, and they were having what seemed to be an intimate conversation. What is wrong with people? Oh my God. So that's how that went. That's how that went. The outside of it looked great. The box office people were great, but I have concerns. I have concerns, but that is the summary of my mystery shop during my movie theater today. Yeah.
I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. Ow.